on the Florida Trail through the Ocala National Forest with the bears. Well, if we forgot it, we ain't getting it. Yeah, well, there's a snake, look. You see it? Man, I'd like to bring a canoe out here and fish. I didn't see any alligators. Sure, there's some out there.
Dad slept pretty good. I got into my hammock last night and I fell out of it. And then
say hey.
hello.
Hello. So we are coming to the end of our 6-hour car ride to Ocala. We're on State Road 326 in Florida, headed to Juniper Springs where we will meet my dad, who will then shuttle us down to State Road 40, just north of the town of Paisley, where we will start our hike on the Florida Trail through the Ocala National Forest with the bears. So, should be fun. Everything north of Juniper Springs is closed due to heavy bear activity. Yeah, so anyway, sick of driving, ready to get on the trail. It is 10:23. My dad is about 5 minutes ahead of us, and we'll check in when we get there.
Really isn't working right, so he's got to get a new one.
All right, so we're about to start on the trail. We're out here in the middle of nowhere. Dad and Carol are dropping us off.
Take care.
All right,
okay.
See you guys later.
All right.
I'll send you your pictures.
All right.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's get on. Here we go.
It's like this the whole time?
Yeah.
That is...
Never to be seen again.
How do they cover up in these things?
I don't know. A lot different than Georgia, huh?
Oh yeah.
Pretty neat. Woo, my pack is heavy with this water in here. There he goes. Well, if we forgot it, we ain't getting it. We out here now, in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of Florida.
All right, we're starting at 11:42.
18 minutes quicker than I had anticipated.
They think we'll be setting up camp around 4, 5.
5-ish. We'll check in later. All right, so we're about a mile in, a little more. And we came to this cool little boardwalk. It's actually sprinkling a little bit. Probably about 82 degrees. It's warm, but there's a nice breeze.
I'm at 80 degrees.
80?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, imagine with a cloud cover in the shade here. It's a little cooler. So far, a really neat trail.
This is so cool.
Wow, look at that. This thing goes a long way.
Some animals in there, I bet.
Yeah, probably.
Jump in there.
Stick your hand up in there.
Okay. This is the whole trail.
And boardwalk.
Yeah.
You keep you out of the water. Man, this thing's really long.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Like a mile or so.
That's wild. All right, so we walked 2.5 miles and had lunch in the first
Water.
hour and a half. It's hot.
Yeah.
What's your thing say? How's it?
81.
Whew. I guess the difference now is the sun's out. We're right here at County Road 445 and fixing to cross it. Nothing to quench your thirst like hot water.
Get right off my shoulders.
That's one thing I miss about the mountains. You pull water out of a stream and it's ice cold.
Yeah, that's true. This is kind of lukewarm.
Yeah. It's just a totally different kind of hiking. This is all flat. This is so much faster.
It's like deceiving because you see how far the trailer is.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You can see.
Yeah, you see.
When you're in the mountains, you're like in a tunnel.
Yeah.
And you can't see anything.
The time is not faster because you don't know where you're going.
Uh-huh. Sand.
And never thought I'd be a hiking boots in sand.
I know.
Woo.
It's February 23rd and it is, feels like it's May 23rd.
It's like dead middle of freaking June.
God, it's hot. And a month ago, Keith and I were an hour north of here, and it was a high of 50 during the day, and it got down to 25 at night.
Oh, right there.
It's crazy.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, shade and wind.
The wind.
Nice. Florida Trail.
National Scenic Trail.
All right. All right, we're probably very close to 4 miles in. It's not quite as hot right here. That's deer.
Yeah.
Deer tracks.
Yep.
This is kind of a different part. A lot of scrub instead of the open pines we were in.
So hidden in here.
I know. Trail looks cool. We've only passed one water source that
It was dried up.
was dry as a bone. So we're carrying a total of 8 pounds. We're carrying a gallon of water between the two of us. And I'm kind of glad now that we're carrying that.
Places.
Do you?
Yeah.
Maybe it's rainbow people. Maybe they're selling free Shavakadoos.
Maybe. Oh, here's a crossing.
What's this? Look at how thick that sand is. You get stuck in that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Still hear the highway, which is kind of a bummer.
The cutting unit boundary.
Cutting unit boundary.
Beach mouse.
Beach mouse. Who the hell's beach mouse? Do not cut behind this sign. All right. I ain't gonna do it. Whew. I'm kind of tired.
You still recording?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why, you got something to say?
No.
Why not? I am testing my new anchor.
Oh!
Just ants. Turn around. Hold on a minute. Wait, turn around. I want to show them the... Oh, you're going to get that tangled. Okay, look. This is, turn around here, the new Anchor PowerPort Solar Light. So, as you can see, it's got power panels on it, and we have it connected to Becca's phone, which is charging. What's it on?
My phone?
Yeah, check your percentage. We've had it on for about 15 minutes. It was on 80.
It's on 78. It's not charging.
Why not? It's disappointing.
Maybe I pulled it out. Oh, there it is. Well, have updates to come.
Just set your phone in here like this, and just, yeah, that way hopefully it'll charge, because I want to see how fast it'll charge something. Well, that's disappointing.
I think I unplugged it when I did it.
All right, we'll check in a little while. All right, so I think we've gone about 5.5 miles. We're crossing US 19 right here. We stopped for about 45 minutes and just got out of our chairs and rested. We were tired. Trail's over there.
What's the black thing?
I don't know. The body.
Yeah. Cuba?
What is it? Cover or something?
Yeah. The horse wear bag. It's the horse equipment.
Oh.
I put your whips in and stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Equestrian.
horse farms in Ocala. All right, we are here at Doris Pond. We were gonna get water here, but it's real marshy down there before you can get to the open water, so we're gonna push on to Buck Lake, where we're gonna spend the night and get water there, because we still have 32 ounces each, so we're actually okay. We only got one, I think about a mile, maybe a little less, to Buck Lake. But this is really pretty. I hope Buck Lake is better than this, because this is an awesome place to camp. I hope we don't regret it. Beautiful pond out there. Hey.
Hey.
Becca's already eating. We finally made camp. We actually are next to some other people who rented this campsite over there, but that's okay. So we got one hammock set up with tarp set completely up. My hammock set up over there, but I don't have my tarp staked out yet. And Becca was so hungry she had to eat, so we went ahead and cooked. And the sun is like right in your view, I know, but if you walk down here you can see Buck Lake. Very pretty. The wind is just non-existent tonight. It's very calm. It's still very warm for February 23rd. And this is just our little spot nestled in the woods here. So we'll check back in a little bit.
Okay, well, it's the morning time. There's Dad. We're packing up. We're breaking camp. We're gonna get back on the trail soon.
Last night sleep was okay until what, 11:30?
Yeah, there's about 400 dogs around this lake.
We think some guys were hunting because
Yeah, there were some cars ran by us.
like a pack of 20 dogs was barking and came up to the, I guess it's the west side of the lake. We could hear them in the lake. It went on for like a half an hour.
Yeah, it was really, really loud. There's
It was bizarre.
dogs, like a whole kennel of dogs on each side of the lake that are very, very loud. So that woke us up.
So
we fell
didn't have
asleep
to
at
worry
about
any bears.
Yeah, that's good. We fell asleep at about 7:30. Woke up at 3:45 in the morning
More dogs.
to more dogs, cars, noise.
And then 2 people drove by our campsite.
Yeah, because the road is right there. So some cars went by, so that kind of sucked. That was really, really loud, and then we slept in some more until 6:45.
So we were in our hammocks for like 11 hours.
Yeah, I was in my hammock for about 12 hours, maybe 11 and a half. Definitely needed it though. My body feels a lot better.
Yes.
My shoulders are really sore. I just packed my bag. Feels a lot lighter, but there's no water in there
We
yet.
hiked so far yesterday that now we only have 6.8 miles to get back to the truck. So today's gonna be like a 3-mile day.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to find something to do in our meantime because we played rummy for about an hour last night.
Yep, that was fun.
Yeah. But when it gets dark, it's pitch black.
It was very dark last night.
Yeah. You can't even see the lake right now. Usually the lake is just a clear view, and you can't even see it now. There's people on the other side of the lake that this morning were very, very loud. And I don't know if they're hikers or college kids, but that was very annoying. All right, well, we'll catch back up later.
All right, we got camp completely packed. It is 9:23. We only got 3 miles to go.
Glasses?
Becca's leaving those glasses here. We found those, and you know, we don't really want them. So.
Those are my bites.
Huh?
My bites.
Yeah. Oh, there's a snake. Look. You see it? That was cool. Looked like a coral snake.
Maybe you like the glasses. It looks like it.
Coral snakes are super poisonous. But coral snakes look like another kind of snake. I forget what it is.
It's kind of scary.
Here, put those,
I don't want them.
unzip the top of this and put them in there. I'm going to keep them. All right, so guess we're about a mile in.
A mile?
3/4. And we're sitting here talking about whether we should just go onto the truck and go home, or because we really don't have far to walk today.
What do we do tomorrow? In the rain.
Nothing. There's always the idea of going to the truck and swimming at Juniper and then going north a couple miles and camping. I actually think that's a good idea because it would keep us busy all day. Plus we'd be able to get in the spring today. Anyway, we're just talking about different options. I shortened the trip so we wouldn't have as far to walk, and
Dude, that's still 7 miles today.
I
We're not gonna
shortened
hike
it.
More.
I shortened it too much.
I said just 7 miles.
Yeah, it's 6.8 to the truck, so
I'm not gonna want to hike after that.
it'd be another 2 into the woods.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, we hiked 8 miles yesterday. It'd be only
You think we
9
want 2 more? No.
if we had to have. Anyway, we'll see what happens today. We've got the reason we only have a couple miles today is because there's 3 or 4 lakes north of here called Farrell's Lake, I believe is what it's called, and that's where I wanted to camp. It's supposed to be real open and nice grassy campsites and nice area to stay. So that's why I wanted to camp there. If we get to the north side of Farrell's, it's like 3.5 to 4 miles. And then it's only going to be like 2 miles out tomorrow, which is easy. So we'll make a decision. Becca's ate up on her butt cheeks with red bugs. Woo! That is some kind of... They ate her ass up, literally.
Yeah. Feels good.
That's gonna be itching for a good week. I pulled another 2 ticks off me last night inside my hammock. That's always fun. Who knows how many I got on me that have burrowed in and are excreting Lyme disease into me. All right, well, we will check in later. Boldly go.
Boldly go.
Okay, so we figured that the mileage I had originally planned on is actually correct for whatever reason. I think because we had such a low signal, the mileage wasn't reading correctly. So where we said we were 6.8 miles from the car, we're actually 11, which is what I had originally planned, and doing 5 miles today and then 6 miles out tomorrow. So we are going to camp tonight. We just have to decide whether we're going to camp up at Farles Lake or go a little further and camp closer to the car, making for just a couple miles out tomorrow. But we'll see. We stopped for about 15 minutes. Becca had a granola bar and found out that she likes cashews.
Lizard.
A lizard. Your mother was a lizard.
Is that what George Lopez says?
No, it's from a movie.
Oh.
I think it's from Willow.
My calf. So tight.
Sun blaring. Becca stole my hiking sticks.
I did.
So now my hands are going to swell up like a balloon.
Your butt isn't eating up.
Yes, my butt is not eaten up. At least I don't think so. I haven't checked it. I haven't done a butt check. All right, so we'll check in once we get to Farles Lake. Okay, so we've gotten to where Farles Lake starts, and we came to this cool little campground area. It's closed to camping right now due to burns. There's an orange blaze right there, Becca.
Oh, we're gonna go around it that way.
But the trail went over there too.
Right here.
I'll check my map on the app. 'Cause there's an orange blaze on the sign too. Anyway, this is kind of a cool place, and I'm hoping that's the kind of terrain we're going to be walking in today, just open prairie. It's kind of what I thought it was going to be like the whole time. No? All right, we'll check back in a little bit. All right, so we are going around Farles Lake, and it's just a giant prairie. It's beautiful. This is what I had anticipated us hiking in the entire trip. See, this is kind of where I want to camp, in an area like this. You could put a hammock anywhere in here. They've done controlled burning in here, but imagine camping right out there on that point in those
I
trees.
don't know if we can.
We will.
It said no camping.
It's just right there. That's what it meant. How are they going to stop us? We're camping, damn it. The lily pads out there, it's so pretty.
This definitely makes the last mile and a half kind of seem like dirt.
God, I'd like to camp right out there in those pines. Look at that. That's beautiful. Man, I'd like to bring a canoe out here and fish. I'll bet that lake's ate up with big old bass.
And gators.
Yeah, I bet you there's a few gators out there.
Look at that bug. Look that off of me.
It's a sand spur.
That weight on the backpack was pulling me backwards. Yeah, definitely much better than the last mile and a half.
Agreed. Yeah, this is fantastic.
And a clear cut forest.
I see. If we camp early in something like this is nice. That's why.
Google a picture of the next lake and see.
Well, this is all just a bunch of chain of lakes in here that we'll be on for the next 3 miles. And at the very top one, that's where I want to camp. There's campsites on the map. See, and I think once we get up to that straightaway, I think we're going to be back in the woods. That's why I want to camp in this. This is beautiful.
We got a long ass hike tomorrow. We didn't have anything today.
Yeah, well, 5 today, 6 tomorrow. That's what I had planned.
We didn't do 5 today.
Once we get to that campsite at the top, hold on, we'll check back in later. All right, check this out. Just open prairie. It's absolutely beautiful. Wow. Gorgeous. It is hot out here. Yeah, that's that guy that took off, I think, from the landing. He's out there fishing. What a great place to fish. He's all by himself. That's kind of a different orange blaze. Well, we stopped for lunch. We're just a little over 3 miles in for the day. Got some good cloud cover now and a little breeze, so it's not as horrible.
Just ate peanut butter tortillas and pulled some ticks off of Dad.
Yeah, pulled another 2 ticks off me and 1 off of Becca finally. That's 6 I pulled off me and 1 off of her.
I used bug spray. He didn't.
Well, today I didn't, so I'll put some on before we leave. We're having lunch right here by this beautiful little pond. I took my shoes off and put my Crocs on and went down and waded my tootsies in the water. Felt great. I didn't see any alligators. Sure, there's some out there. It's beautiful out here. It's just quiet.
Is it only a mile till the next lake?
I think
I think you said a mile.
I'll look at the map.
And then that should be our campsite.
I know it's not much further. What time is it?
11:59.
It's not even noon.
We're gonna be camping by 2 o'clock.
Good grief. Alright, I'll check in later. There's 2, I don't think they're herons, I think they're some kind of storks. Right there. This is really neat in here. It's just a big pine prairie flat. Look at them.
This is like where you see a bear laying down.
Yeah. They don't seem to be too concerned about us. Pretty. That's awesome. There's so many good places to camp in here, it's unreal. Look how tall that thing is. It comes up to my chest, I guarantee it. Cool birds. I can't believe how awesome it is in here. It's just beautiful. Look at this spot right here to camp. You can find any trees in here we wanted to hammock in.
It's a very bearish though.
It looks berry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think so?
I think anywhere's a good spot for a bear out here. It's too hot. They're sleeping. They're like, the hell with this. I just have to film all this because this is truly one of the most beautiful places I've ever been in my life. It's just gorgeous. It's just open prairie as far as you can see.
That's 13,000 steps, 6 miles.
Nice. I got 14,000. There's a little clearing right here you could camp in. Be a good tent spot. But any of these areas out here would be good for hammocks. You could hammock anywhere you wanted. Let me check the Trust Your Gut Hooks app. All right. We are right here where the red arrow is. Right next to Ocala Pond. And our destination is 0.8 miles ahead. Random camping. Very cool. So then we're going to get up tomorrow. Cruise on up here. Across the highway. And then our car is parked right there. We are 7.5 miles away from our car. Okay, so here's our camp. We made out here on this prairie. I went down and got in that lily pad covered swamp and got water out, which does have an aftertaste after you filter it, but it's not bad. Last little bit of sun up there going down. Got a fire going over here. There's Becca. Wouldn't surprise me to see some deer come out here right before dark. It's cooled down nice. It's probably about 75, light breeze. And there is nothing out here. It's gonna be fun staying out here tonight. So here we are by our fire. We're playing cards.
Going to give you a king.
Oh, look at that. Fixing to win. Becca has to
I had to poop really
purge
bad.
her bowels, and it's dark, and she doesn't want to.
So bad.
Alrighty then. We'll check back in later. Let you know how her
Bowel
movement went.
Alright, well, it's morning of day 3, night 2, and this is our view. Dad slept pretty good. I got into my hammock last night and I fell out of it. And then
That was quite humorous.
I fell asleep at like 8 o'clock. And then I woke up to a car horn beeping excessively loud.
Which is weird because we're out here in the middle of nothing.
Yeah, and you can still hear the dogs cackling, and they cackled all night. So I was awake from about 2:40 to 3:30 in the morning of dogs and a car
It
horn.
must be like boar hunting season and everybody's hunting pigs with their dogs.
Yes.
They were just out here.
So I woke up, and that was pleasant.
Excruciatingly annoying.
Yes, and then it rained for about 10 minutes, so just enough for our our stuff to be soaking wet. So that's also pleasant. But
Having said all that, it has been
a great trip.
an insanely great trip.
We have about 6 more miles today. We should be done around noon. Right now it's 7:38, which is the earliest we've gotten up and gotten out, for sure.
We'll be out of here by 8.
Should be done around 11 or 12, with breaks, yeah.
Yeah.
But the first hour should be relatively nice weather.
Yeah,
So we should be able to walk faster and not get as tired because of the weather.
a lot of cloud cover this morning, so maybe
Yeah.
it'll stay cooler a little bit longer.
Maybe. And then we're going to jump into Juniper Springs and swim, change clothes, and go get a nice ribeye steak from the nearest Longhorns.
Oh, yeah.
Or Texas Roadhouse. We don't know yet. And then we're going to go home. So yeah, it's been a great trip, and we'll catch up later.
Yeah, I feel good. Okay, we're a mile, about 1.2, 1.3 miles in from camp. And of course we got off the prairie back into the woods, which is what I kind of figured, which is a little disappointing. I really like that open prairie walking. It's just fantastic. This is pretty too, but I got as much of this as I can stand in Georgia.
Yeah.
I really like those open prairies. So Becca had to poo in a hole last night.
I had to poop and I had to pee.
So that came out all right.
Yeah.
So we've got 5 miles to go to get back to the truck. We're gonna go for a swim in Juniper Springs. And then we'll change and head out and hit the nearest Longhorn for a steak. Or Texas Roadhouse. I don't know if they have those down here, but they just put one in Athens and everybody's talking about how good it is, so I want to check that out. But I don't really care either one. It's fine with me. Just looking forward to a big juicy steak and fries and an ice cold water. That's probably the biggest thing that I miss from hiking in the mountains. In the mountains you get water out of a stream and it's freezing cold and refreshing and
It's kind of warm.
quenches your thirst. This stuff looks like, well, it is just swamp water, and it's warm, and it doesn't really do much to quench your thirst. All right, we'll check in later. All right, so we're just over 3 miles in. Just stopped and took a 10-minute break. Becca's running, and I'm trying to keep up with her, because we did that 3 miles in an hour and 10 minutes. So we've got what do we say, about 3 more to the,
Road. No, it was like
it's like 2.5 to the road, yeah, not even. And then a mile 0.4 to the car, so we really don't have that much more of the trail to go. But I can tell you,
Hour and a half.
I'm ready.
Me too. I might see that truck.
And not because I'm exhausted, but just because I'm so grimy.
Feel nasty, I'm thirsty and hungry.
I've been sweating for 3 days and I am just ready for a shower. I am gross. It's actually been, other than the humidity, it's been pretty pleasant this morning because it's cloud covered. And it's probably, I don't know, low 70s. But the humidity is ridiculous. We passed 3 girls camping. They had their tents and hammocks all set up. They're college age girls. I always see more girls on the trail than men, always. All right, well, check back in when we get to the road, or at least a prairie with a good view. I think we got one more prairie we're gonna walk through. So we're almost back to the road.
We just found bear poop.
We found fresh bear scat. Very fresh.
Like minutes.
Had some berries in it. Kind of nasty. Cool little boardwalk here. They actually marked this as a water source on the map, which I guess, if you really wanted, you could drink out of that little mosquito pit. But I ain't doing it.
You might catch malaria while you do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool prairie right there. So as soon as we get to the road, we are 1.4 miles from the truck. Bear poop?
It's not as fresh, but
Yeah, that's bear poop. Okay.
there too.
Great. There's bars. Bars up in here.
How close are we?
I don't know. Close. This is neat in here. There's a good campsite right here somebody used. Palm trees in here. It's the first time we've been hiking with palm trees. Lots of palmettos in here too. Last mile's been real pretty like this. But again, not much open prairie, which was my favorite part. You can hear the road now. Gotta be very close. Looks like we're gonna cross a Jeep trail right here. All right, well, check in when we get to the road. Okay, so we made it to the road. This is where Juniper Prairie starts, which was closed up until Friday. High bear activity in this area.
Not happening.
So Becca wants to walk along the road for the last mile to escape the almost imminent bear attack.
Gives us a nice breeze from the car.
Nice exhaust
Yeah.
for our lungs. I don't know why my daughter wants to walk along the highway, but
I've walked in the woods for the past 3 days.
here we go.
Civilization.
Down the highway. Let's get up here on the highway. All right. Check back in a bit. Okay, so we've walked 1.5 miles on this freaking highway. We're finally to the Juniper Springs entrance.
It's right there.
I don't know why I let my daughter talk me into that. She didn't want to get mauled by a bear. Bear mauling.
Oh my god.
Whew. We've walked darn near 7 miles in record time. We're gonna jump in this springs. I can't wait. But we got another 5 miles down this road, it looks like. Campground full. I don't care, I don't want to camp, I just want to swim and leave. And go get a big, fat, juicy ass ribeye from Longhorn. All right, boldly go. All right.
I see the truck.
This is the last 100 yards of our journey. And then we're gonna go and swim in a spring for 20 minutes. I cannot wait, I cannot wait, I cannot wait to jump in that spring. There's the truck.
Oh my God.
6.7 miles in 2 hours and 40 minutes.
How is connecting in 3 days?
It's definitely a record for me. 2 days, actually. Hold on, I gotta dig my key out.
Oh my God.
Boldly go, boldly
Wait,
went.
no, she went.
Okay, so this is Juniper Springs where we just swam in super cold water. Crystal clear, coming right out of 2 springs right over there on that end. Incredible. Incredible way to end a 3-day hike. Pretty neat. Pretty freaking neat. Of course we jumped in and got in trouble. The security guards over there. But all in all, awesome.
Just took a picture.